Lekker nat, hè?
Maar ons hierso bly. These are Inov8 Rocklite 275s and this is my second pair. The first pair served me so well that I decided to just go with a new pair of the same shoes. Really like them. First of all, I use them for when I want to go fast and I'm packing nice and light. The shoes themselves are nice and light. So one pair of UK size 10 comes in at 330 grams. They provide me with plenty of grip. The lugs are really solid. They're infused with graphene, which makes them very durable on the mountain, no matter what terrain you're in. The mesh of the shoe is nice because it's very breathable. The shoes aren't waterproof for that reason. So what's nice is when you are going for a long day in the mountains or on the trail, whatever the case may be, your feet stay nice and cool, which is quite important. I mean, especially in summer months when it gets pretty hot. For scrambling, these shoes are excellent. I really like that they are so flexible. You can really get nice range. So when you're on the rocks and you have to stand on a small edge, you can be pretty confident, which is really a big factor, especially when the roots get a bit exposed. As soon as you put the shoes on, your first experience is that it's a very minimalistic style shoe. So you feel quite connected to the earth, you feel quite close to the ground. When you're on the trail, you'll feel the contours of the little pebbles and the rocks, and what that does is it allows you to flow with the mountain. Instead of having a rigid sole, the sole flows with the mountain. It forms across the shape of the rocks and things like that, and this actually increases your stability because you're not standing on a small edge and then the shoe drops. It rather bends and takes that shape. This experience isn't for everyone. Some people like that thick feeling of a thick sole, so that's just one thing to note, is that the sole isn't gonna feel like this thick padded foam thing, but I love the experience of being close to the mountain, of feeling the terrain. I also feel that it forces the muscles in my foot to work a little bit more, which actually is a good benefit because it makes you stronger. That being said, the sole still has a protective meta plate, so it still offers protection, especially when you're going at a fast pace. If you're running and you're hitting those rocks and harder surfaces, it still offers protection to your foot. So it's got this balance between you being able to experience the mountain, to feel what's going on in the terrain, to be able to flow and move with that, but still protecting your foot. I think it's great. One of the only drawbacks I would say is that my laces seem to come undone quite easily, but that's easily fixed by just tying an extra knot in the laces. That's just maybe one thing to note. So when you do lace them up nice and tight, tie a double knot and maybe even go for a third, so that you don't have to worry on later about fixing your laces. I've had some incredibly cool experiences with my previous pair of Rocklites, so I'm very excited to see what these pairs are going to be capable of handling. I hope this little informal review of the Rocklite 275s helped you. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll try my best to answer them. I hope that you enjoyed this video and have a lucky day.